week is gone. So we have just wasted 1 week. Time ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ exams too. So we will not take any risk now. So let's begin. Let's begin the two because we got time very ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. So ಬೇಗ ಬರೀ ಪಾ ಜೈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ. Okay. So ಇವತ್ತು yes introduction to the cost accounting ನಾನು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೇನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಲಿಸಿದೆ. ठीक है. So we'll begin now. Let's begin. चलो बच्चों. Hi Pratik, very good evening beta. Let's begin now. So ನೋಡಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Right. So in the same time bachcho limitation also I told you, right? So now let's learn some kind of important definitions. Theoretical part ಇದೆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇವತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಯಾವ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಮುಗಿಸಿ we will jump to the problem, my dear. Are you ready? So in the last class we have discussed about limitations and all, right? Limitations lagittu, right? So guys, note on meaning of cost accounting. ಬರ್ಕೊಡಿ meaning of cost accounting. Sometimes ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ in that case ಬಚ್ಚೋ we will be like helpers ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದೇನಪ್ಪ ಇದು ಹಿಂಗ್ಯಾಕಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. But now yes, all good, all look good.
Sir, bookne copy paste ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬ್ರೇಕಿಂಗ್
ಚಲೋ let's begin now. ನೋಡಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೆ 2 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ cost accounting has two elements. One is cost, ठीक है, one is cost and second बच्चों other accounting, ठीक है. Second है accounting. Sir, what is the cost? So nodi cost is nothing but, my dear student, cost is nothing but like common means like actually how much you are paying, yes amount of pay ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, that is your cost, right? So to produce any of the goods, to produce any of the goods we have to pay the money, correct? Yes or no? To produce any goods we have to pay the money, right? Example, there is something called input is needed, right? Input is needed. To fulfill that input, to get that input bachcho, we have to pay the cost, correct? Bachcho, we have to pay the cost. Chalo, why is it like that? So cost, common purpose, for getting any services, for getting any goods we have to pay the money, right? So note down, cost is the amount of resources. Cost is the amount of the resources, right, given for goods and services. Goods or services. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ? Abubakar, definitely we are on it. Kirtana Kumar, very good bacha. This is your cost, right? So guys, one more, this is your cost. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ? Cost is the amount of resources given for goods and services. This is your cost. Next, accounting. Accounting is what bachcho? Accounting means it's a systematic recording of the transactions, right? Keeping the books of the accounts, ठीक है? Keeping the books of the accounts. So guys, very simple. Accounting in the law, accounting is a systematic and accounting is a systematic and scientific method of keeping the records right, of the business transaction. Understood, bacha? Nodi, cost accounting has two elements. One is the cost. The cost is what the amount we are paying. Amount we are paying for the goods and services. And accounting is what, bacho? Accounting is a systematic and scientific method of keeping the records of the business transactions. Got it? Got it, my dear student? Can you go for the next? Sure. Perfect. Perfect. Abubakar, thank you, madam. Now, Lakshmikant. Next, बच्चों, meaning of cost accounting. Barcode. Meaning of cost accounting. You may get a question, बच्चों, पक्का. Cost accounting. Cost accounting. Now, cost accounting is the process, right? Process of what, बच्चों? Process of recording, classifying, and reporting. Yes, you have to remember this. You have to remember this. Reporting the various cost incurred, right? Cost incurred in the operation of the enterprises. In the operation of an enterprise. Okay, bachcho? Any doubt? Any doubt? Welcome, bacha, welcome. Nodi, cost accounting is the process of recording, classifying, reporting the various costs, only cost. We are talking about only cost, right? Cost incurred in the operation of enterprises. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, when all we have spent, all that should be accounted, right? ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, that is called as a cost accounting, ಬಚ್ಚು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಬಚ್ಚು? Understood? Understood? ಚಲೋ. So in general sense, like in our terminology, we can say that, ಬಚ್ಚು, very simple ಆಗಿದೆ. Let's begin now. Okay. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, it is a process. Cost accounting is a process. Cost accounting is a process for cost which begins with recording of expenditure. Very important. Recording of expenditure. We are talking about only expenditure here. Recording of expenditure and ends with बच्चों preparation of statistical data. Understood? Ends with preparation of statistical data. Got it? Got it? If you get a question, you can write something like this. Cost accounting is the process of recording, classifying, and reporting the various costs incurred in the operation of the enterprises. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ತರೀಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಮೆಥಡ್, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಖರ್ಚಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಚಲೋ. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, cost accounting we got it. What is costing? Yes, very important. What is costing? Costing ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Costing ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, assume that if you are producing a water bottle, what is the cost you have to, ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, that is what it's the entire process of collection of cost data. well before ಈ ಬಾಟಲ್ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಖರ್ಚು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬರಬಹುದು, ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್. Right? That is called as a costing. Costing means the technique and process of ascertaining the cost. Very simple. Costing means bacho, the technique. This is a systematic technique we have, right? This is a technique, right? And it's a process. Process of what? Process of ascertaining cost. Remember, bacho, remember. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯಿತು? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? Any doubts you have? Costing means a process of ascertaining the cost. Okay? So, in another short term, sometimes you may get this question for 2 marks, right? In that case, the technique, bacho, the technique, right, of ascertaining cost, okay? Cost procedure of collection of cost data, right? So now this is how. Sir, example. See,
Yes.
assume that bacho, you want to construct a house. You're planning to build a house, right? You are planning to build a house. ठीक है? Ega, what is your estimate? How much cost would be? Say around 30 lakh rupees, 40 lakh rupees. On what basis you are saying this? It is not assumptions. It is called as a cost. It is called as a costing, bacho. Arthagide, my dear student. So costing means a process. A costing means a technique and a process of ascertaining the cost, or you can say the technique of ascertaining the cost procedure of collection of data. All that is nothing but bacho costing. Arthagide. Next, my dear student, cost accountancy. I'm little bit hurry here because these are the this one, right? I mean, yella nimdu theoretical part in the first chapter though. So that is what bacho. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಆದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ಅರ್ಥ let me know. Definitely guys, I love to answer all your doubts. If you are not understanding, please let me know. A small doubt also accounted here. ठीक है बच्चों? चलो let's begin. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. ठीक है? So बच्चों, cost accountancy. So guys, the application of costing and cost accounting principle, method and technique to be a science. See, you know that what is cost, right? You know what is cost. Now you got to know exactly what is cost accounting ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. So ಈಗ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ? The amount of resources given for goods services, how much money you have spent, that is cost. Accounting means was systematic and scientific method of keeping the records of all the basic transactions. Next, cost accounting. So cost accounting is nothing but it's a process of recording, classifying and reporting the various costs incurred in operation of enterprises. You got to know exactly. Now costing means, well, before we need to know exactly how much money we have to spend. Now the final part, the final conclusion with this is that what exactly is the cost accountancy. So bacho, the meaning for this, the application, what you want to apply, you know exactly all the meaning, all the terms that we have explained just now, discussed just now, right? So the application of costing and cost accounting, very important point. What? The application of costing and cost accounting principles. Yes, there are certain principles that they should follow, and there are certain methods, and you know that, right? Something called technique. Without technique, you cannot proceed with the accounts. To the science, art, right, of cost control. Art of cost control. The very important term comes here. Cost control. How much money we can save, where we are spending, and where and all we can save the money. That is most important. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ದುಡ್ಡು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಳಿಸಬಹುದು, right? So that all together is called cost. ठीक है, कॉस्ट कंट्रोल ಇವ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿನ ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ. ಪಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ so the application of costing and cost accounting principles method, right? Principles, method and techniques to science art of cost control and और बच्चों and ascertainment of profitability, right? Ascertainment of profitability is nothing but बच्चों your cost is your cost. अर्थ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಅಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರತೀಕ್? Understood बच्चों? Understood? Can you go for the next? So now we got the meaning of cost accountancy. Now we got the costing. Now we got the cost accounting, right? Everything, most of the part we have covered. So with this, what we can say that, bacho, whether it's coming to the cost control, cost saving, whether it's coming increasing the profit, whether coming to the applying the principles and method and techniques, we can save as much money as we can. That is called as a cost accountancy. अर्थ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? अर्थ ಆಗಿದೆ? अर्थ ಆಗಿದೆ बच्चों? चलो अंडरस्टैंड बच्चों? मतलब क्या है ನೋಡಿ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಖರ್ಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಗರಿಷ್ಠ ಲಾಭ ಗಳಿಸಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆನ್ಸಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಓಕೆನಾ? So next, no doubt बच्चों, tell me fast. If you have doubt, please ask me. No doubt? You know that, right? Nowadays, there are so many companies, like you take Meta, you take Byju's, an academy, and though so many organizations, they are laying off, they are reducing the employees, they are cutting the cost, right? Why? What is the reason? Are they earning less money? Tell me, guys. Can you see that there are so many companies, they are laying off their employees? Yes or no? Byju's ಆಯಿತು, Facebook 12,000 employees ತೆಗೆದಿದೆ, Twitter, yeah, even they have removed so many employees. Why? Bacho, these employees, if you appoint them, you have to pay the salary, right? So after analyzing all this process, we got to know that we can save the money, right? We can save the money because ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಇದೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಇದೆ, just remember this, ಒಂದು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಾವು for him on an average assume that we are paying 3 lakh rupees per month, multiply by 1000 of employees ಅಂತ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 300 to 400 crores you have to pay every month. So this equal amount of the work we can utilize, we can use it by existing employees, so they will lay off. That is also called cost reduction. Sorry guys. So cost reduction is aimed at real and permanent reduction in the cost. Real, it should be real and permanent reduction in the cost. Right? Cost reduction start where the cost control ends. Where the cost control ends, cost reduction starts. Means once you got to know that here and all we have to control the cost, in next stages we have to start reducing your cost. Right? So बच्चों, cost reduction is what बच्चों? Cost reduction ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾಳೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆದ್ರೆ definitely these are the terms, these are the situations, these are the phases you will have to face. You have to save the money, you have to save the cost of the company, right? So बच्चों, cost reduction ಹೇಳಿ, cost reduction ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, aim, ಇದು main aim. Cost reduction objective is a real and permanent reduction in cost. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ? ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ? ರಿಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಆ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಬಚ್ಚು, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ starts when where cost control end. Right? So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಬಚ್ಚು, the main intention is to make sure that the company should reduce the cost as much as they can. ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಉಳಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಖರ್ಚಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅಥವಾ they want to settle this, they want to make arrangement at very less. Right? So guys, we got to know exactly what is the cost. Cost accounting has two aspect. One is cost, second is accountancy. Third, cost accounting, we got to know exactly cost accounting is the process for which where begins with the what, recording of the expenditure and ends with preparation of statistical data. Okay? And costing means the techniques and process of ascertaining the cost, the technique of ascertaining the procedure of collection data. So iga sir mundenu guys, the very important point I just want to bring you here is that cost center. Yes, iga what is cost center bacho? So guys, I'll just draw some diagrams so that you can understand exactly what we are trying to do here. Right? Cost centers. Iga assume that bacho, you have a construction company, right? So this is your construction company, and in this company, right, I'm going to divide this into 4 parts. ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, 4 ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. say for example here we have all the material. If you are running a construction company, means cement, brick, concrete, sand, steel, right, all that comes here. Another center is a labor. Without this you cannot do the construction. Correct? Yes or no? Yes or no? But one more section have there that has administration, all the staff management, salary payment, purchase department, sales department. Right? Again, my dear student, one more department they have architect. I mean the engineers will be, they are allocated here. All the engineers, ಎಲ್ಲ ತರದ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ದು ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ರೈಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಲೇಬರ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇದು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಬಚ್ಚು ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್, ದ ಒನ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್, ಇದು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಬಚ್ಚು ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್, ಇವನ್ ದೇ ನೀಡ್ ಅ ಮನಿ, right? That is also has a cost. What I want is that one thing you have to remember is that bacho, these are nothing but centers, cost centers, right? These are, see, we know that cost means amount, right, or resources given for goods and services. Yes or no? Yes or no? But amount of the resource given to goods and services, that is your cost. Everyone accept it. But again, where you are spending, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, all that we should account. So bacho, that is called as a cost center. It may be a location, it may be a person, it may be an equipment, it may be an item, right, for which cost may be ascertained and used for the purpose of cost control. Now in ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, we'll try our best to control the cost in case of material. We'll try to buy more quantities. We'll try to appoint a good and skilled labor. I'll try to save a salary rate and engineers and administration. So these all we can control it, right? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಗತ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. So that is what I'm saying is that cost control ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, that is the very important where cost centers ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Right? So guys, note down what is cost center. Question guaranteed? Yes, yes, yes. What is cost center? Cost center ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಬಚ್ಚೋ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಅಯಾನ್, ಪ್ರತೀಕ್, ಡೌಟ್? No doubt. Okay. ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Cost centers. Cost centers refers to, ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ ದ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕೇಮ್, ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಈಸ್ ಮೈ ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. He was like pushing me to take the offline classes. Like offline class ತಗೋತೀನಿ ನಾವು, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, we are engaging classes. But now why can't you join the online classes? I mean, the way he was responding was amazing. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅವನು ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಅಡ್ಡಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲ, you all have joined here for what? To learn, right? To understand, to ask a doubt, to gain the knowledge. Ultimate goal is what, bacho? We should have some knowledge, and so that this knowledge, this whatever the addition to your knowledge, right, we can utilize in future. Simple. Wherever you can have your career on the basis of this knowledge. And when somebody who is studying in BCom 5th sem and he responds something like, "Illa sir, in the class hachi now," to whom you want to prove? This is not the way, guys. You need to be asked the doubts. You should check it. What exactly we're trying to teach. Everything. Okay. So, ivaga. Cost center. Cost center refers to. Cost center refers to one of the. One nimisha. One second. Refers to. One second. Cost center means. Cost centers are a location, a person, yeah, or it may be an item of equipment for which cost may be ascertained and used for the purpose of cost control. This makes some meaning. This makes some sense. So, bacho, cost centers are the locations, cost centers are the persons, cost centers are the item of equipment for which cost may be ascertained and used for the purpose of cost control. ಈಗ examples of the cost center ಯಾವುದು ಸರ್? Just have a look. Examples of cost centers. Okay. Some of the examples of cost centers are. So here are some of the examples. Just have a look. Production center. In production center, what are that? Machine shop, right? Welding shop, assembly shop. That all comes under production department, right? So these are nothing but examples of cost centers. Okay. Next, service cost center. Service cost center means something like boiler house, powerhouse, store. Those centers, they are giving service. Other than that, if you have some kind of production units, and you need a transport facility. Transport department is providing service to you, right? That is service center. Production cost center, where the actual goods are produced, assembled, and we are assembling it, and we are doing all that, machine shop, welding shop, all that center. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ವಸ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಷಿನರಿ ಯಂತ್ರೋಪಕರಣ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ದಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್. ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಬಾಯ್ಲರ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಪವರ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ವೇರ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಮೈ ಡಿ ಎಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈ ಡಿ ಎಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್, ಫೋರ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಕೀಪರ್, ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿದು personal cost center. Doubt the care. Always, I love to answer your doubt. Bachcho. A small doubt also should be raised and asked. Okay? So, bachcho, impersonal cost center means a location like machines. Personal means to whom we are paying the salary. It may be a salesman, it may be a worker, it may be a manager, it may be a foreman. To them, we are paying the salary. Personal department, HR department, where salary is made. ठीक है. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಂಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ಸ್, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಮಷೀನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್, ಮಷೀನ್ಸ್, ಆಪರೇಟಿವ್ ಎಂಗೇಜ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಗೋನ್ ಥ್ರೂ ವಾಟ್ ಬಚ್ಚು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ process cost center. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ? ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್, ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ವೇರ್ ascertain and use for the purpose of control. So we have tried to control that money we are spending on it. If you are employing more employees, reduce it, right? That is personal cost center. Service cost, we need to check. Rather buying 10 times, why can't you buy it? If you're taking somebody's service on the rent basis, why can't you buy a car or a truck or a bus, something like that? So that is all it is, cost center at the head. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಬಚ್ಚೋ? Any doubts you have? No doubts? Sure. Actually 30 minutes later so guys, tomorrow I'll continue this now. Tomorrow I'll teach the cost unit and cost functions, and tomorrow we'll finish this chapter. But tomorrow I just want to finish this chapter. Day after tomorrow onwards, I want to start the real problems where you will love to do it. ठीक है यार प्रतीक? सौम्य हेडम ಏನದು? ಏನ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಐತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಮತ್ತೆ those who have not yet downloaded the app, guys, download the app, join the U Academy. U Academy ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಫಿನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಡಿಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ, ಸಿಸ್ಟಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ. ಬೋಲ್ಬೇಡ, ಟೆಲ್ ಮೀ ಅಯಾನ್, ಬೋಲ್ಬೇಡ. ಡೇ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಟುಮಾರೋ कल, हाँ, फंक्शंस ऑफ कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग होगा ना, और टाइम कल का रहेगा बेटा 4:30 पक्का, 4:30. And one more thing, can I take income tax morning 6:30? जिम को, मेरे को भी जाना है रनिंग को, but it's not possible because of all these class are lined up, right? So, हाँ बेटा, now full busy. CA foundation morning 5:30. Let me think. Let me finish this chapter. Pratik, what do you say beta? ಡೈಲಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಮತ್ತೆ 100% ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡಿಪ್ಪ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ದ ಆಪ್ ರಿಯೋ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಬಿಕಾಮ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎನಿ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಐ ಲವ್ ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಐ ಲವ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರತೀಕ್ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ಪ್ರತೀಕ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಮೀ ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ಪ್ರತೀಕ್ ಪ್ರತೀಕಾ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಈಗ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನನಗೆ ಇದು ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಇದೆ ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮುಗಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ಹಾ okay chalo guys bye bye I'll see you tomorrow at exactly 4:30 4:30 is the time please join again okay guys bye bye I'll share this printout with you by tomorrow bye bye guys and those who are watching on the YouTube please like madri share madri subscribe madri ಮತ್ತೆ update ಮಾಡಿ live friends okay bachcho bye bye guys